Hey everybody, I'm Brad King, and when I show you in a minute a few things, y'all will know exactly who this video is directed towards. We shall codename this individual the Turtle Man. Now, clone saw number one from the clown. Clone saw number two from the clown self. And if you would, hey, let's walk up, let's check them out. You see exactly what saws they are right there. Y'all know. Y'all know exactly what saws they are. Now, we're going to get two things straight right here. Number one, stealing? No. You came by yourself, Turtle Man. Dropped these saws off. I had done told you. Matter of fact, at the start of June, you needed to come get these saws by phone. Come get the shit. I took them apart. I knew long before Doug knew what he revealed to y'all. That they were shit. I don't know. Turtle Man says that was an Alibaba thing. I don't know where he got it from. Don't care. It's not my business. Not my problem. But I will confirm that they look pretty well similar. You know, shit, flaking, all that. But my job is not to review. I don't do reviews. But if I was gonna do a review, you know, Turtle Man always talked about they needed to be compared to OEM. Well, he also knew this saw was here. That's the 038. Mag 72cc. I don't need to send something to Doug to review to another clone saw. I could put it up against the OE. I got her broke down doing a little carburetor work, a little gas tank vent stuff. But that ain't no big deal. If I want to do a comparison video, I'll do it with the real one. So, take that BS somewhere else. Now, on to number two. Line and all this stuff. Unlike you, Mr. Turtle Man, I don't have to lie and do. I actually work for a living. I don't sue folks and create lawsuits over bullshit like you do. Let's just keep that straight right out the gate. You were told when you decided to call me for some ungodly reason, I was at work on a boat last month in June, send you your saws. And I told you I was not spending my hard-earned dollar. I went to work to send these POSs back to you. You wanted them, you left them, you come and get them. That simple. Not a question less, not an action more, nothing in between. No problems. You go your way, I go mine. Then you commenced to threatening, saying that I stole and you was going to call the police and it would be a felony. Well, let's go and cut down to felony. Felony requires of a certain amount to become a felony. You're paying, what, 85 to 120 at max for these saws? Maybe 150 if they're lucky. Yeah, that ain't going to add up no felony. And what you charge for them, yeah, they're not worth that. That's not the value of the saw. Number two, you were saying, oh, you wasn't selling them. But I have a witness that was here that you was trying to sell me these saws because you couldn't sell them. I told you, nope, not doing that. I'm not a salesman. I'll just port them. That's it. That's all I do. I don't rebuild. I don't service. I don't do none of that. So your whole thing of stolen really is void on you. And here goes something right here. There you go, get where you can see that. there was a message. Steve thought we was gonna be cool right there. After he gonna call, threaten me with the police, like, no, whatever. I showed him the 2 cylinders I had where I'd started porting and doing some grinding, and then I shut it down. This has been back over a month ago. So that's old photos that I just sent to him showing. And then you got this right here. He said, and that is on the date Friday, July 21st, that he was coming up Sunday to get these saws. And as you can see, today is July the 29th, Saturday. And he still hasn't come got these saws. He's been told multiple times, come and get them. He has even said he was going to come and get them, and you just seen it. So now, is that really theft when you leave and abandon your saws? So, now, and I got one question for you. I just got to know your life lessons of how you tell when someone lies. Since you're so convinced that I collaborated with Indiana Doug, that, you know, that's what we did. You're convinced of that. But now you just said you can tell when somebody lies when they give you some kind of BS lead-off story that you led. Now tell me, which is it? Noker? I can tell you damn sure it ain't me. I don't need to do reviews, don't care about reviews, not in that. It's obvious, and you admitted yourself, you have never took apart one of your cylinders. If you would have, I mean, you've had this argument many a times about this pro-grade stuff. I've been inside your saw. But you commenced to argue me down. And you know, I never climbed on the internet and threw you under the bus. Nope. But as usual, now you were, let's just call a spade a spade. You was picked on as a kid, I'm sure. You know, you've said it yourself, you was a nerd. You've been picked on, messed with. So now you're caught, busted. You jump up on the defense. And now to really tell a person when they lie, actually, this is how you really tell, is when their actions or their words differ from the opposite. If they say they're one thing and do something else, or they do one thing and say something else. I don't care if I sell saws, but boy, your panties sure are in a wad. I'm telling you now. So, which is it? But now, on that note, I'm gonna stand here and say, as a man, we both know that truly, you really got shit on nobody. You're just playing this for clickbait and views and watches and likes and whatever. But I promise you one thing, you ain't got shit saying I sent nothing nowhere. Because I haven't. Them saws have been chunked up in that damn shop set up there since I run them when that log was sitting over there in that yard, when you was here. I run them a little bit afterwards, tinkering with them, playing, just little stuff like that. But other than that, no. And number two, just how in the hell am I supposed to send something to somebody when I'm on the damn boat? When all that shit hit the fan anyway. But as per you never do nothing. The man did just ask you a simple question. I went back and checked all this out. Man asked you a simple question and you want to blow up and stir a big old scene. So you kind of brought all this on yourself. And as far as any messages that anybody needs to see, if I knew how to do all this editing on FaceTube, I promise I would. I would edit and I'd show all your little messages, your little bull jive stories that you come up with, generic answers on shit. Like when I asked you, are they nickel seal or are they chrome line cylinders? You said, just tell them it's pro grade, man, pro grade. And I told you I'm not giving no generic answer, like you. You had to get back with me 2 days later and your answer was chrome. Man, I don't know if you know it, bro. Still and them been using damn nickel seal since the 60s. That already just made your pro flop right there. And your definition of pro grade, you put a saw out there, somebody gets it, it runs for 2 years. Now if I need to, I'll go down there at the shop, big shop. There's a Steel MS 180. And it's been running for 3 years. Does that mean it's pro grade? That consumer saw is pro grade now. It just got upgraded on a 3-year, what? Man, I'm gonna turn around and sell that saw for $800. I mean, that's what you're doing. Only difference is I'm not gonna lie about it like you are. It's a consumer saw no matter what, no matter how long it lasts. It's not built to the quality of, let's say, this OEM 038 over here, my 460s, my 462s, any of them. I mean, come on now. But, now at the end of this, the only thing I got to tell you, you keep talking legal action. Don't talk about it, be about it. Have your people contact mine. How about that? Or do us all a favor. Stop crying, change your drawers, and stop lying to people and trying to screw people over. That's what brought all this on. Because you want to pop off, be smart ass to somebody and do like you know so much. Apparently, you ain't the only one with connections. Obviously, if Indiana Doug could get one of your saws from Alibaba and whatever else, that just really hurt your feelings, didn't it? Obviously, that's why you ranting and crying so much. But like I said, if you want to be about some legal action, man, don't talk about it, be about it. Man up. Because I believe if you was going to really do something, just like in any other case with any real man, they're not going to talk about it. They just going to do. You run your mouth too damn much. And for that, that's all I've got to say. You want these damn POS saws? You more than welcome, come get them. I promise ain't nobody gonna fuck with you because nobody got time to waste on you. I can't believe I'm actually wasting these 15 minutes, whatever it is, of my life I'll never get back. But it is what it is. So, that's that. And, well, I don't think I need to say anything else about saws, because obviously you really didn't know nothing about them. You proved that yourself. There's people that were sitting here, a person sitting here that day witness, you didn't know nothing about tuning a carburetor. You didn't know nothing about any of that. And, you know, and I will give you credit on one thing, you know, you said you give me a gift or two, and which you did. Now granted, one's like a $35, $40 little top handle saw. It's kind of fun to tinker with, experiment with, and play with. You brought me one of those not so world famous nokers, made damn 372s that the cylinder was a joke in. All of that, but it's fine now. Because the only thing Chinese give me about that saw now is the case itself. OEM bearings and all is in that case. Now, and I do appreciate your credit where credit's due. But very simple. Stop with your bullshit. That's the last time I'm finna tell you this. But if you want to get legal, man, shut up and put up. Have your people call mine. Other than that, go back to your little turtle land. How about that? Because I'm pretty sure one of those little spots of property of yours, you've got some kind of turtle put up somewhere, illegally, as usual. And other than that, everybody have a good night, have a good one, and don't fall into this dude's drama. Do not fall into his dumb shit. Because as you can see, I don't need it. And there's more messages showing where I've told him to come and get them. I'm not spending my money, my time trying to do and send that back when he brought them up here and dropped them off. No, I'm not. Ain't nobody trying to mess with that dude. Don't nobody care. He had opportunity. I was going on vacation this whole last week when he was supposed to come up. So I was sitting there waiting. All he had to do was get him. He knew I was going on vacation. I told him on the phone, everything. And it's always to be there. And you said you seen the message. He confirmed that he was coming up. But as you can see, now is that stealing? I've tried to contact him since I've been home for the past 2 days. Well, come to find out, apparently, I'm blocked. So now, is that stealing? No, not stealing. Not by any state of the law nowhere is you abandoning, having an opportunity to come and get, and you're not, me stealing. Like I said, what do I want them for? I knew they was cheap before anybody else did, and obviously including him. So, I mean, it is what it is. Get over it, homie. You got caught. Don't try to put the blame on everybody else and play victim like you do with everything else. Or am I the only one that notices that every time something don't go your way, or somebody don't fall off into your little fandom over here and don't grant your wishes and jump up and high praise the stuff like you want and do what you want, you always want to play victim and threaten somebody. But I'm telling you now, come on. I say it again, don't talk about it, be about it, little boy. And on that note, y'all have a good day. Goodbye.